I put together a few stippling brushes, which I've been using a lot now, especially for silkscreen t-shirts. It's really helped me save a ton of time in rendering, and then it also can sometimes look a lot more natural than using halftone patterns. So let me show you the brushes I put together. Here we go. All right, these were all made from scanning micron pen stippling that I did on paper. So I tried to make them as natural as possible. This one here is made from like water spots. This is probably not what you would consider a traditional stippling brush, but I use it a lot for rendering textures very quickly. This is another brush that I wouldn't necessarily use for stippling, but rather for rendering textures very quickly. And usually what you'll do is draw a marquee selection. And then another organic stippler made from toothbrush splatter. And then the rest of them here, I've got stippling micron 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is essentially just different densities of stippling, and this is what I've been using a lot to render shading very quickly, and then still have it be silk screenable. If you look closely, you can see it's all 100% black dots. And then as they go down, each level gets a bit, the dots get bigger. So here's some chunkier dots. And you can see when we zoom in, they're not just computer dots. They're like very irregular little points, I guess. Little irregular points that were made from scanning in the micron pen on paper. And then here's the last one, and this is just for bigger dots, more dense. And one thing I do a lot, if you saw me do this here, is I'll lay down the dots, and then you can go back in and change to transparency and paint over that and subtract. So that creates another really cool texture. All right, let's test them out on this guy here. So I'd already laid in the line art for this dude, and I'll usually just draw a quick selection. Alright, so you can see that very quickly we can transform flat line art into something that maybe looks a bit more rendered and realistic without spending a ton of time